I feel like that recently a lot of my friends that I've seen and that I know online have been succumbing to the worries and their pains and well what today's video is about pressure. Pressure is not a very friendly little thing because you'll have so much on your plate, so much to deal with, and it just feels like you can't do it anymore, right? It just feels like honestly for me, no matter what I've done, no matter how little I have, there will always be some sort of pressure filled, like nausea towards it that just doesn't make me feel good at all. And that's kind of what I felt recently. Personally, if you want to hear a story of mine, I've wanted to quit drama club recently, a couple weeks back, because of all the pressure and frankly other personal drama that I don't want to get into in today's episode, but I tried to see it from a different perspective. I only just joined drama club this year, and I'm on light and sound personally, but point being, pressure, I just saw it as everything I had to do. I just saw things in the bigger picture. I never saw it as what I had to do in that exact moment. I always saw things as like everything I had to do later down the line if like I would possibly be, even good enough. I just like I said last episode, I think I took it one day at a time. I regathered my own feelings and I just it just clicked for me. It not I know it's obviously easier said than done, yes, and change always instant isn't instant, but I believe with a lot of hard work and dedication, you can get anything done, even you who I'm talking to. And a decent example of pressure I'd like to use is the Outcome Memories team. Outcome Memories team had so much pressure, so much expectations built onto them, such as say zero point 0.2 more recently in the final batch of the update, right? And everyone with how amazing the game looked, they always had high expectations for the developers with all of the models and stuff they were releasing, all of the private server characters, all of the dev characters. It built up high expectations, and people got disappointed when they couldn't meet those expectations so easily. The devs succumbed to pressure, a lot of in dev drama, and eventually it just all crumbled and cracked. And that's how the game died, at least from my perspective. I know there was a lot of other factors, but pressure was a huge part of it. And like now with the final batch, they've all realized that they don't they're not going to let those same mistakes harm them again. They're not going to have all of those worries and they're not going to pressure themselves. They're going to take their time. And that's what you need to do. You need to just take your time instead of trying to rush at things so fast because then you won't be able to process fully what you won't be able to process the information fully, right? And being able to process it mentally can help you in lots of different ways than you may think, right? Another example I'd like to use is well, my friend. He recently told me that he's been struggling with, ADHD, lots of different personal stuff that's been pressuring him. And I know that that might seem, scary, right? Having to have all of this stuff, so many issues mentally, it can seem scary. Sometimes it can make you feel like, you're alone and it just feels so pressuring and it just hurts you. But you're not alone. There will always be someone there for you, I might say. I don't know how you're living your life right now, but things may seem difficult. Things may seem like it's never going to get better or it's the end of the world, but there are better days ahead. It's going to be okay. I don't know your outlook on life. I don't know what's going on with you, Frankly, I don't know if you'd even know me that much to even vent to me or anything about that, but you can always leave suggestions on what I should talk about or anything in the comments section or on my Twitter, which you should consider checking out. I do believe that this is the end of today's episode for Outcome Rants. Obviously, as you can see, I died, fortunately, but that doesn't mean that the story ends, right? Anything, I'll go on about anything that comes to my mind, but what I care about is your opinion. That's what I've always cared about, opinions. I've always thought about other people's opinions and their just them because I've always valued them as a person, right? And so just let me know what you want me to hear. What do you want to hear from me next? Consider checking out my Twitter, which I will start linking in my bio and also now in the description of this video. And good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're seeing this. Goodbye.